Hey everybody, hello. How you doing? Happy Memorial. Oh, I'm sorry. Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to you. It's Monday, September 1st, 2025, and let's end this year with a bang. Let's I want you guys to take this 30-day to 10K challenge with me. This 30-day to 10K challenge is about uh wholesaling vacant land and infill lots with a particular emphasis on infill lots. Infill lots. Now, let me introduce myself. My name is Keith Jones. I'm a real estate entrepreneur since 1998, full time. I started in 1997, buying single family homes to hold them, to rent them out. And we had about five of them at the time when I accidentally discovered well, I won't say accidentally, it was God's will that wholesaling single family homes fell into my lap. I had a house under contract for 20 grand, and I wasn't even this is how I know it was God's will. I was not advertising it to sell it. It was totally by accident. I gave one of the neighbors one of my business cards, asked him to keep an eye on the house till I closed. We were going to renovate it to rent it out and hold on to it, which would have made about our sixth house. By the way, at the time, I was actually starting to get tired of being a landlord with just those first five, but I knew God had a better plan for me, and and He did. So, with that being said, that neighbor who I gave my business card to end up for somehow connecting with with a a fix and flipper. At least I think he was a fix. Well, I believe he was a fix and flipper in the area who was interested in the house. And that guy called me up, and because the neighbor gave him my phone number, he called me up and asked me if I wanted to sell the house. And this is how green I was. I did not know I could wholesale my contract, or I could assign my contract. And so this is how green I was. He asked me how much that it was a 3 bedroom, 1 bath. He asked me how much I had it under contract for. And I told him I had it under contract for 20 grand. And he said, "You want to make $5,000?" And at the time, I was still working a regular job. And I was like, "Yeah, I want to make 5 grand." He said, "Meet me at the house." So I met him at the house. I actually had keys to it at the time. The seller slash owner, or the owner slash seller, was an older gentleman, lived quite a ways away. Back in that time, this is again 1998, we used to literally write earnest money checks directly to the sellers and just hoping that we would close. This just so happened to be a good deal. I gave him a check, wrote him a check for $5,000, made note of it for earnest money, going to the closing attorney on the contract. And he gave me a key to come and go as I please. I met the buyer over at the house, and he liked it. We wrote up a regular purchase and sales agreement, and then he pulled out something I had never seen before, which was an assignment agreement. So I assigned him my agreement, my contract for 25 grand, and I made 5 grand, and I was hooked on wholesaling single family homes at the time. Back then, I could literally wholesale single family home. I could send out anywhere from 50 to 100, maybe 200 postcards a month and get 3, 4 deals, netting anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 per deal, and I was off and running. So I started finding him more deals. I started running dummy ads in the local newspaper to build my buyers list. Everything was going well. Then I went into started fixing and flipping some of the houses that I was coming across because I was getting great deals. And and of course I'm selling the guys who were literally, because they were getting them from me for 20, 25, 30 grand. They were pushing them over, building new construction. And that's how I discovered, I went from fixing and flipping to understanding new construction. And from there, I built my own, start building our own houses and understanding land and what builders need. With that being said, next step was I was building, and then from there I started through my marketing campaigns. I'm running into more land deals, and land is just so much easier than wholesaling single family homes. Number one, let's start with this: your marketing campaigns. The average single family home wholesaler currently Oh man, they're competing with about 3, maybe 4 million single family home wholesalers. Everybody's texting, cold calling, sending mail to the same single family home owners, hoping they'll sell at a good price. Some of these guys are so desperate, they're locking them down at ridiculous prices. And because of my background and my length of time being in the business, I still have people who wholesalers who still send me deals, hoping that I can find a buyer that, and I'm when they send me these deals, I'm sending them back an offer price, letting them know that unless I can get it at this price, I'm not interested in putting it in front of my buyers list, because I still do have a buyers list of single family home buyers, investors, but I very rarely concentrate on it. If someone send me a good deal of a single family home, I'll share it with a buyer. We make a few dollars and keep it moving. But our current focus is vacant land and infill lots. Infill lots in particular. The reason why we like infill lots is because um, they all 90% of the time they're going to have access to sewer, water, and power because they're infill lots. They are these lots are within a subdivision, a neighborhood where other houses are. That's why they call them infill lots. And builders are looking for these lots. Let's get in position to supply these lots to these builders. United States is about 3 million homes in deficit, and new construction is being filled. If depending on where you live, where I live and where I market to, new construction is going on everywhere. They're building single family homes, townhomes, apartment buildings. And I'm going to show you how to find those areas, the hot areas where this land can sell fast, where single family homes, once they're built, once they're constructed, and the builder has received his CO, what we call the CO is a certificate of occupancy. Once that house is listed, I'm going to show you how to. We're going to find land, infill lots in particular, in those areas where the homes are selling within 90 days of being listed. These are the same areas where the vacant land is selling within 30 days, so the builders can go ahead and get busy. We're going to be focusing on areas where you can get a $5,000-$10,000 spread, and you're doing that 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times a month. And eventually you can start doing your own thing, fixing and flipping, doing new construction. You're going to learn the business the way I did. I mean, I wasn't even looking to do all those things that I end up doing in real estate, but being blessed, it just happened. Like I said, I ended up being a part of new construction. By the way, I lost everything in 2008 as a builder because of the crash of 2008. We came back strong in wholesaling. And now we're going to teach you about wholesaling vacant land and infill lots, particularly infill lots, particularly. Now, vacant, we're going to do something a little different from, because everybody's teaching all kind of ways to do what we do: wholesale land, wholesale vacant land, wholesale single family houses. This course has nothing to do with single family homes, even though I have an extensive background in it. The reason I don't want to lead you down that way, I want to help you understand that you can spend a whole lot. In fact, you can get started for free, and that's what this is about. You can do your marketing with Zillow and Redfin and GIS and PropWire. Just a few of the tools that you can use to get started for free and get your first 2, 3, 4 deals knocked out in the next 30 to 90 days. From there, then you can start doing the larger deals. The larger deals, and I have no problem with doing the larger deals. The larger deals just take more time to close. What we call rural recreational deals, they take longer to close, anywhere from 60 to 90 days. I want to show you how to get paid in 30 days. You start stacking your money. You start getting in position to do more marketing. Because we're going to be doing texting. You're going to be doing, well, the way I'm going to train you, you're going to be doing texting for infill lots. You're going to be texting to owners with a particular formula on what we expect these land. I mean, have they owned it for quite a while? We're not going to text to someone who just bought some land a month or a year or two ago. So I'm going to train you on how to find motivated sellers and don't wanters of land in areas that the land is selling very fast. very fast within 30 days. How to get paid, how to get a check within 30 days. That's what I'm gonna focus on with you. So there's a link in the description. I want to say welcome to my class. 30 days to 10K wholesaling wholesaling vacant land and infill lots with a particular emphasis on infill lots. Now, I'm gonna next. I'm gonna help you guys. Everybody has different reasons and why they want to add more income to their lives, their livelihoods. They want to take control. I'm going to help you. We're going to put together your business plan. You may work a 9 to 5. You may work a 5 to 9. Whatever hours that you work, I'm going to help you put together your own personal business plan, step by step, that allow you to work the business at your convenience, if you will, with an emphasis on, maybe some urgency, because this is going to be a step-by-step telling you what to do every day with the time that you have every day to make this happen within 30 days. This is going to be that's one of the things we're offering within our membership. You've got to be a member to get access to these things. Next thing we're going to do is it's a mindset. Being a consistent real estate entrepreneur can be a mindset situation. When I first started wholesaling houses, again, I had no idea about barriers personally. But there's a lot of people who barriers stop them from taking their first step. The reason I didn't have any idea about barriers is because I wasn't even looking for it. God brought it to me, wholesaling single family homes. And as I started to meet people, they were like, man, why do you think somebody will sell you a house at 25,000 or a whole lot less than it's worth? I couldn't answer that question. All I can tell you is it was. It's a mindset. When you start doubting what you're trying to do, you become what you think about. And I'm going to help you get over becoming that doubting mindset so you can have some success. And that's a process that I will be sharing with you within our membership. Our membership, we do have a membership program and I'll tell you why real quick. I've made some posts and replies on other land wholesalers feeds. And I got a lot of people want to reach out to me because of this right here, my experience, because most of the land wholesalers, they're putting out great information. But most of them, I've been doing this since 1998. Majority of these guys started about 2, 3, 5 years ago, which is great. You got to start somewhere. But I had a lot of their students even reach out to me saying, hey, and I actually reached out to a couple of them, gave my contact information, and that's when I realized I can't do that. These guys were calling me out of the blue, wanted me to take time as they call to evaluate a house or a neighborhood. Some land in a neighborhood. Ask me questions, which is I'm fine with answering questions, but I can't do it randomly. It just won't work for me in my business. So what I decided to do is start my own school. Join the school. There is a link in the description. Click on that link and you'll get our free guide to wholesaling vacant land and infill lots. We have a free guide. Now, the free guide also, if you join as a member, now a membership can be, I'm trying to make this as economically feasible as for everybody. If you work at McDonald's and you're tired of it, if you're changing mufflers and tires and you're tired of it, if you're working at a security job and you're tired of it, and you're working a 9 to 5 and you still got to work a 5 to or 6 to 9 Uber or DoorDash, if you're doing all that and you're tired of it, click on this link, join our community, and learn how to change your life for the better. I'm going to help you with your mindset. I'm going to help you with a business plan. And better than that, I'm going to show you how to get your first 10 grand in the next 30 days. It's up to you. I can't, let me back up. I can't guarantee that you'll do what you should do. If you do what you should do, you can make that kind of money and you can do it consistently. So I'm not going to guarantee anything except I'm going to show you what to do, how to do it. And if you do it consistently, you have no problems with getting yourself in position to start buying and selling this land. Because then you get yourself in position, you can literally we'll market to land that you can pick up, get under contract for 50 cents on the dollar. You buy, there's investors who will pay cash for the land for you. You partner with them for them to get a percentage. Y'all list the land on with a real estate agent in that area, and you get it sold within, again, 60 to 90 days. But you get bigger checks, of course. But there's nothing wrong with starting on this side of the business. Let's start wholesaling first, get those pockets fat, then we move on to, and I will have a class or course eventually on how to what we call flip land. This is when you actually buy it, take full control of it, and list it to sell it. But that's later. Let's do this in a way where there's no stress, because mailers have to be consistent, texting have to be consistent, and all that can be expensive. In the meantime, I'm Keith Jones. Join my the link is in the description below. Click on it, get our free ebook, join the community. The community is $9 a month. Again, I'm trying to make this as economically easy as possible for everybody. Now, there's another bonus. If you go ahead and join for $50 for annual, it will include the $27 ebook. So you get the ebook, and you'll join the school for $50 annual. So that means whenever you join, a year later, all you gotta do is pay another $50. But in the meantime, when you join now, you will have a copy of the $27 ebook, which breaks down everything. And I highly recommend that you have it. Just joining and listening to me talk every week, or giving. I got so much information to share with you guys. So I'm going to end this video now. If you are interested in changing your life, I look forward to working with you. I know there's a lot of people who reached out to me before. Hopefully some of you are watching. In the meantime, there's peace in prosperity. Thanks.